Hey music friends, this is Davi Vasc. I'm a music composer for games and this is my second time listening to Granblue Fantasy music. I'm excited for this one. Some of my favorite composers worked on this. This one is the main theme. Let's go. I wonder who composed this. Oh, strings. This is so gentle. Wow. It's so emotional. This is amazing. I was expecting something high energy and like epic. Whoa. Amazing melody, bro. I wonder if you will actually develop into something more fast-paced, or if you will be this nuanced and emotional the whole way through. I mean, either way is good for me. This has major Xenoblade vibes, right? Which is of course appropriate because one of the composers for Xenoblade worked on this. And it's what I was saying at the beginning. I know also Nobuo Uematsu composed for this. If I had to guess, I mean, it could be either way. I know there's also other composers aside from these two that I mentioned in this game, but if I had to guess, I would say it was most likely the Xenoblade guy that made this. Even like the title screen of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 reminds me of this. The gentle piano alongside the orchestra with the strings, amazingly emotional and nuanced melodies. I'm just in love with this initial melody that they played here. I think they're gonna repeat it later, like more intense. Na, na, na. This seems to be the main motive of the game. Na, 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 na. Listen to this. Let me show you some of these chords. Let me show you the nuance, the depth of this. Check this out. I don't know anything about this game, about the soundtrack, but this melody is important. Can you feel like the depth of these chords? First of all, this chord here, he goes dun, dun. Then this chord was not supposed to be happy. The composer here went out of his way to replace a chord that was supposed to be sad with a happy version of it. So that creates a sensation of magic, a sensation of adventure. Then he does the same thing at the end. He sets up a depressing resolution here. Happy chord into sad chord, kind of a downer mood, but then he resolves here. The almost happy chord into the happy chord. There's such a sensation of fantasy, of magic, of hope. The melody, the harmony in general has a sensation of melancholy to it. There's a sadness, there's a struggle, there's a tragedy, but at the same time, all of it is permeated with magic and hope. Right? that has to be an important melody, an important motive in the soundtrack. And the strings, man, this is so Xenoblade. The piano alongside strings is very... It's very much like a Xenoblade thing. Oh, tense chord. Oh, drums. So they are increasing the intensity, as I thought. I wonder how intense it will get. This is a lot more nuanced than I expected though. I don't have much of a reference for Granblue Fantasy music because I haven't heard a lot of it. But this is way deeper than I thought. This track alone gives me an entirely different perspective on the game. I wonder if they're gonna repeat that one melody I highlighted. Oh, slowing down. What's going on? Okay, this is a new tempo, this is a different tempo. Oh, see? This is what I was expecting from the beginning. This is the perspective I have of Granblue Fantasy music. They're just holding this sad chord. It's creating anticipation. They're building up on top of this one bass line. This is gonna culminate into something. It's building up. Amazing melodies. And this is a main theme, right? It probably plays during a title screen. I can definitely see though, especially this later part of the theme, the more hyped part, I can absolutely see this playing during gameplay. And I know for a fact, because I've been hired to do this before. Sometimes developers, when they craft the main theme, when they want you to craft the main theme, they want something that will represent the game, that will sound good on a title screen, that will sound good on a trailer, you know, to represent the game, to sell the game, but also they want something that will encapsulate a specific moment in the game as well. So when that moment finally happens in the game, they can put on the main theme and you will have such an impactful effect, right? Because the players are aware, they know the main theme, and now finally when we get to this final momentous occasion in the game, now the main theme plays and it fits perfectly into this gameplay scenario, whatever it is. I feel like this is the perfect kind of main theme for this, because it has the slow emotional part on the beginning that could fit perfectly into some kind of emotional cutscene, right? Some emotional dialogue. And then there's this hype part at the end here that sounds like it would fit perfectly into, you know, an action-driven climax in the story. You could absolutely like be fighting something to this. Especially now, right? And when you're playing the game and you're fighting something and this comes up, it has such an impactful effect, man. Because it's a song you're familiar with, and you know how important it is. You know it represents the game. Oh. Oh. I think they're preparing for a finale. Oh. Amazing, man. What a finale. What a main theme. Man, this gives me a completely, like I said, a completely different perspective on this game. This track was suggested on Patreon by Sacred. Hooray, Sacred. I have another video just like this one where I talk about some more music of Granblue Fantasy. I made a video on Proto Bahamut theme. It's over here, check it out. And remember, whenever you're ready to spread your wings and go on a music journey again, I'll see you there.